News and rumors Leafs. Surprisingly, our journalists have gained access to this valuable information. However, before we go into the details of the news, I make a special request: subscribe to the channel so that we can soon surpass in number of subscribers the Canadians. With your support, we will become the leading news channel. One of the most captivating aspects of sports is the intense competition that arises among teams, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have cultivated some noteworthy rivalries in recent years. While many consider the Montreal Canadiens to be the Toronto Maple Leafs' primary rivalry, there hasn't been much animosity between the two in nearly half a century. The Leafs have established a variety of entertaining rivalries, some of which are organic, while others are merely born out of Twitter banter. Additionally, there are upcoming rivalries on the horizon, either emerging or rekindling. Let's take a closer look at some of the rivalries currently involving the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Tampa Bay Lightning, a genuine rivalry. For a significant portion of this era of Toronto Maple Leafs teams and their fans, the most prominent rivalry was with the Boston Bruins. However, the Tampa Bay Lightning has since taken over that mantle. These two teams have faced off in each of the last two playoff series, with each side winning one series. In the 2022 playoffs, Toronto outperformed Tampa Bay and deserved to win the series. Nevertheless, the Lightning managed to clinch it, despite trailing 3-1 in the series, ultimately winning it in 7 games. In the most recent postseason, Tampa Bay appeared to have the upper hand, but Toronto emerged victorious in 6 games, thanks to an overtime goal by John Tavares. Throughout both series, Tampa Bay capitalized on the Maple Leafs' less physical style of play. The Lightning asserted themselves physically and pushed the boundaries of what the NHL officials would penalize during playoff games. We momentarily interrupt the news to share a crucial announcement. We want to emphasize that if you want to continue receiving the latest updates through YouTube recommendations, it is of utmost importance that you leave your like on this video. Thank you in advance. We will now return to the ongoing news. The boiling point in this rivalry occurred in Game 3 of their series last year when a skirmish erupted following a collision between Morgan Rielly and Braden Point, resulting in an injury to the Lightning player. In the ensuing moments, Tampa Bay star players engaged in cross-checking Rielly, with Steven Stamkos even delivering multiple sucker punches to Austin Matthews. When you factor in the history of antics involving Mikhail Sergachev, along with former players like Corey Perry and Pat Maroon, a considerable amount of animosity has built up between the two teams. As they head into the 2023-24 season, Tampa Bay appears to have the upper hand, but with Toronto finally making progress beyond the first round and needing to embrace a grittier style of play, one can anticipate increased resistance in the upcoming season. If the Toronto Maple Leafs can inject more physicality into their game, this series has the potential to blossom into a true rivalry. There are 4 matchups between these two teams in the upcoming season, with the first taking place on November 11th and the second occurring a few weeks later. What's up, fans? How are you interpreting this news? Do you feel in agreement, or do you have a dissenting perspective? Leave your analysis in the comments area. This feedback is of great importance for our beloved team to understand your opinion. Stay tuned, as I will be back with more information at any moment.